Well, it's kind of like a military version of Shark Tank. It's called the Dragon's Lair, and today a group of soldiers at Fort Bragg are going to present their ideas to a panel. They'll share ideas to address problems across the military. Today's winner will be announced on the Corps' Facebook page. The stars aligned at the 74th Annual Tony Awards.
Yeah, about time we got some music going here. Most talked about show of the night was Moulin Rouge. Took home 10 Tonys, and that includes Best New Musical.
And the Tony Award goes to Moulin Rouge.
Now, there you go. The Inheritance was named the Best New Play, and A Soldier's Play won Best Play Revival. The ceremony also honored shows that have been closed by COVID-19. They also mourned those who have passed away, and they talked about looking forward to welcoming audiences back again, which is going on right now. Let's go to Bill Ray taking us on a cross-country trip.
We haven't done this I don't think we've done this all summer since Randy's been back, and this is Randy's favorite maps. He likes to find a place in the United States which is warmer than us if it gets too cold, or cooler than us if we're too warm. But I like our 53 right now. But Orlando 71. Check out the warmth in the Midwest. St. Louis at this hour, even warmer than Orlando, 73. So there's some warmth coming. We'll pick up some morning lows that'll be a little warmer as we go through the week, but it's not going to be too extreme. And speaking of warmth, it is going to be warmer today and tomorrow. We'll tell you how much warmer coming up in the next half hour. There you go, Randy.
Yeah, I like to hear that. Thanks, Bill Ray. It is 5:26. Coming up in our next half hour, the change workers at a plant in Fayetteville are demanding after 2 employees die on the job.
And school leaders in Orange County working on a plan that would keep athletic events safe. How students are reacting to the new COVID-19 restrictions.
Ever notice how stiff clothes can feel rough on your skin? For softer clothes that are gentle on your skin, try Downy Free and Gentle. Downy will soften your clothes without dyes or perfumes. The towel washed with Downy is softer and gentler on your skin. Try Downy Free and Gentle.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea,
Pepto-Bismol coats your stomach with fast and soothing relief. And try new drug-free Pepto Herbal Blends, made from 100% natural ginger and peppermint.
Ann Milton knows real estate happens around chapters in life. Is it time for you to write a new one?
Hey y'all, it's Ann from Ann Milton Realty. Are you thinking about buying? Wondering is now the right time? I'm here to tell you there's never been a better time. Interest rates are at historical lows, y'all. What does that mean for you? Larger lot? Larger house? Ann Milton Realty is here to lead you to your next home.
Call today for your free home evaluation. Ann Milton Realty, making the country convenient.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life. Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just 1 visit. After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-949-6044 or go to sonobello.com.
We have new vehicles arriving daily. Dave here for CROSSROADS Ford in Wake Forest. With over 500 new vehicles in the CROSSROADS network, we got you covered. To make it even better, CROSSROADS Ford in Wake Forest is still giving the absolute most for your trade. Selection, price, and the highest trade values? No reason not to buy your new Ford from us. And remember, don't tell me what you won't do, tell me what you will do. Come see me today, Dave Burrell, only at CROSSROADS Ford in Wake Forest.
Covering local news that matters. This is CBS 17 News This Morning.
Good morning. A few seconds before 4:30 on your Monday. It's September 27th. I'm Bill Young. What did I say?
5:30.
5:30?
You said 4:30.
What did I? Yeah, but it's 5:30.
It's 5:30.
Sorry.
Right.
Don't go back to bed.
Or maybe you can.
Wait, how about 5:30 but 4:30 Central?
There you
He
go.
was just talking about Central Time. All right. 52 degrees in Rocky Mount, 50 in Goldsboro, 53 in Raleigh, 57 in Fayetteville. Skies are clear. We've got a beautiful start to today. If you get a little jacket, you might want that, especially if you're up to the north and west of the triangle. We got 40s from Roxboro to Siler City. It's 52 Rocky Mount, 50 in Roanoke Rapids, 50 in Goldsboro, 57 in Fayetteville. Skies are clear. Let's go with a 54 8 o'clock reading. Your lunchtime, 77. It will be warmer today. Yesterday's high and Saturday's high, both days were 78. We're going to be in the 80s today, but the humidity is going to stay low. So it'll be a comfortable 83 in Raleigh, a beautiful 81 in Durham, and a nice 86 in Fayetteville. All right, Laura Smith, you know what time it is. It's time for traffic.
Yes, it sure is. 5:30 right now on your Monday morning. Hope you had a lovely weekend. Right now, off to a very quiet start on US 1, your 1010 roads. If you're headed that way, you'll be joining the others and cruising at the speed limit. Here's a look at the traffic map. No accidents here in the Triangle, but south in Cumberland County, we do have one crash. It is blocking at least one lane on the northbound side of Interstate 95 near Godwin Falcon Road, which is NC 82. Just north of that exit, you can see a little bit of a slowdown with that one lane blocked. We'll keep our eyes on this for you and bring you another update coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Laura. 5:31. The Orange County School Board set to decide today whether they're going to change up COVID-19 protocols at sporting events.
Yeah, the vote coming days after school leaders put a stop to tailgating at football games. CBS 17's Joseph Holloway live at Orange High School this morning with the changes being proposed. Joseph?
And guys, parents are expected to speak at tonight's meeting, and you know, we've heard from several of them who say that they are not very happy with the current rules in place. But at tonight's meeting, administrators say that they will introduce a plan establishing certain points when individual schools would need to require masks or social distancing, limit capacity, or pause activities altogether if COVID transmission gets too high. But let's say if you're at a school with low transmission, then there would be no team or fan restrictions. This comes as people were protesting outside the Orange High School football game Friday because the district's protocols led to the cancellation of tailgating. Now that meeting tonight starts at 5:30, and coming up in the next half hour, here when these proposed changes would end up going into effect. For now, we're live in Hillsborough. Joseph Holloway, CBS 17 News.
Yeah, something that obviously is a very big touching part, a very touchy point for a lot of people. Joseph, thanks for the update. Speaking of updates, we're going to get the updated coronavirus case numbers for our state later this afternoon. As of Friday, more than 3,300 patients remain in hospitals statewide, and the state added more than 5,800 new cases. The percent positive did slip a bit to a 0.6%. That's the good news. However, unfortunately, the state reported 95 more COVID-19 deaths. We're obviously now in the fall season, and that also means it's flu season. And we do have the COVID and flu shots available at the same time for anyone who's 12 or older.
Yeah, but with the possibility of shots soon being available to younger kids as well, some parents want to know whether the two vaccines can be given at the same time. Dr. Martha Perry, the chief of adolescent medicine for UNC's outpatient clinic, says older kids and adults can get the flu shot and COVID vaccine at the same time. She expects it will be the case for younger kids as well, but says there's no reason to wait for the flu shot.
I think there's no reason they can't get them together, but because the flu vaccine is available now and it's unclear when the COVID vaccine will be available for that younger age, I would go ahead and get the flu vaccine now.
She says it's hard to know what to expect from this year's flu season. Last year was pretty mild, and doctors have not seen flu cases increasing yet, at least here in the Triangle, but they have seen other respiratory viruses in children that usually don't show up until winter. Since getting federal approval for Pfizer's booster shot, demand for the third dose of the vaccine is high at a lot of Triangle area pharmacies. We found people getting their shots this weekend in Raleigh. To be eligible, you have to be 65 and older or 18 to 64 with underlying conditions. Adults living in long-term care facilities or who work in high-risk settings are also eligible, and you must have gotten the first 2 Pfizer shots to get the booster.
And after months of delays, your taxes could get cut, and state workers might get the raises they've been waiting on. It's all because Republican state lawmakers say they could be prepared to finally send a budget proposal to the governor's office.
CBS 17's Liz Ortiz is live outside of the legislative building this morning in Raleigh with what we know so far about this. Liz?
Well, Bill and Randy, the details of the budget proposal are being kept quiet right now in hopes that Republicans and the governor will reach a deal. Now, North Carolina has gone nearly 3 months into the fiscal year without an approved budget. We know GOP leaders met over the weekend trying to find common ground on several issues, including pay raises for state employees and tax cuts for families and businesses. But as soon as today, Republicans could have a plan to take to the governor. They want him to see it first privately to see if he'd sign it before letting the public know what it is. Even many legislators won't know right away.
We've reached this agreement with the governor to try to allow for some confidentiality so there can be some very frank conversation.
Now, Wake school leaders are keeping a close eye on what lawmakers are doing with the state budget. Today, the Board of Education will meet. The Budget Finance Committee will look over the Senate and House budget proposals with a focus on compensation proposals. That meeting is set to start at 1 this afternoon. Live in Raleigh, Liz Ortiz, CBS 17 News.
Let's see if they can finally make some decisions on this one. Liz, thanks. Governor Cooper is set to make an economic development announcement this morning. His office not releasing a lot of details. We just know it'll take place at Fidelity Investments out at RTP. The announcement set to come at 11:30. Tonight, the Durham Board of Commissioners is going to be talking about early voting, which is underway.
The early voting period ends Saturday. It's underway for Durham's primary election. This is for the city's mayoral race. There are 7 candidates trying to replace Mayor Steve Schul, who's not seeking a third term. Early voting in Durham runs through Saturday. The primary is a week from tomorrow. And all of this leads up to the general election held November 2nd. Tonight, Durham County leaders also going to talk about its emergency rental assistance program. Residents have until a week from today to submit new applications before it temporarily shuts down. The county says it needs to determine if they have enough money left for existing applications.
Raleigh police have arrested a second person in connection to a deadly shooting outside a local nightclub. Jacob Quincy Gurley is now charged with murder in the death of Jose Hernandez Gutierrez. Jordan Andrews is also charged in that same case. It's an update to a story we brought you as breaking news on Friday morning. Gutierrez died after officers found him shot in the parking lot of that nightclub just north of New Hope Church Road in Raleigh.
Right now, the manhunt continues for Brian Laundrie. He is the fiance of Gabby Petito, whose remains were found last week. Florida police are focusing their search right now on a 25,000-acre reserve. He's the FBI's only person of interest in Petito's death. Authorities say he could be anywhere right now, even out of the country. Investigators say Laundrie returned home alone in the couple's van after Gabby's family reported her missing. And her family and friends gathered at a Long Island, New York funeral home celebrating her life. Gabby Petito's father spoke out about her adventurous spirit.
She always wanted to go out and do stuff, whether it was scuba diving with her, with her uncle, myself, or hiking the Appalachian Trail.
The services were held 1 week after Gabby's remains were found and identified in Wyoming.
Today's job alert is the 2021 State of North Carolina Virtual Career Expo. It's going on tomorrow. Different state agencies take part. There are also recruiters available to help people figure out which positions might best fit their skills. You do need to register in advance. That virtual career fair runs from 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. And as always, if you're looking for a job or an employer who needs to find workers, just click Job Alert. It's right at the top of our website and on our news app. I'll link you up to the virtual fair so you can go ahead and get registered. And you can also search through thousands of openings in our area. Meteorologist Bill Ray joining us right now, hanging out with Tommy.
Tommy's sleeping, I think, right? Tommy from Tony and Debbie, thank you for the picture of the beautiful orange kitty. That's when they look so innocent, they're not going to get in any trouble, right? Any kind of mischief hanging around inside. Well, we'll let Tommy sleep, but if you got a puppy and you want to take him out for a walk, green paws today, just loads of sunshine and temperatures very comfortable. It's going to be warmer in the afternoon than it was yesterday, but still great walking weather. How about 61 at 9 o'clock? Then we'll see about 74 at 11 and upper 70s and then lower 80s through the afternoon hours with sunshine and blue skies for Tommy.